What's up, guys? I'm Mike from StockedUp. In this episode, we're going to be talking about all the important plays that we're watching for tomorrow. We're going to cover exactly what happened in the market today. And at the end of this video, we're covering a $10 million option that was traded on Tesla today. So Tesla was definitely the hottest stock, the stock all over the headlines in the market today. Tesla was up over 11%. They broke all-time highs. They had crazy volume, and they pretty much just shot straight up today. Some of their options are up, 400, 500%. So overall, they really exploded. In this video, we're going to be covering what we're watching for tomorrow. As always, if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily videos on your YouTube homepage every single day. But let's get right into it. So, Tom, what happened in the market today?
Yeah, like you said, Tesla was the biggest news of the day, really flying up around 11% at the close, which is just an amazing rise for Tesla, hitting all-time highs. Really, there was no specific news that came out today that made them really fly. I mean, other than just, the news of the split the other day, and I think that's really what pushed them up is just tons of retail traders and everybody is just really getting in right now and really trying to get in before that split happens, I believe, because I think a lot of people are thinking that once it splits, it will start rising back up towards maybe $1,000 a share again. That's what a lot of people would hope for anyways, of course, if they buy, right now. But I mean, other than that, there wasn't too much important news that came out today. But one thing I just wanted to warn people about is that Warren Buffett right now, he's selling banks and buying gold, which really indicates, a negative economy right now. And a lot of analysts are putting out tons of articles saying that we're in a big bubble right now, just almost like in 2000 with the tech boom. And there's always these articles that come out, but I'm not saying the market's going to crash tomorrow, but these big guys are really starting to show with their actions and their trades that the economy is really going negative. I mean, it's just one of those things that whenever these big investors are buying gold and selling banks, and you have guys like Mark Cuban also out there saying, not to buy stocks right now. I mean, that's really showing people that maybe stocks are getting really high right now.
Absolutely. I mean, we're right under all-time highs for the S&P 500. I would watch the $340 level for the SPY. Overall, we're right there. We're just under all-time highs. Like I said, heavy resistance, but we're just soaring on the NASDAQ right now. With the QQQ, that broke all-time highs today, and Tesla definitely played a big role in that. So another thing with Tesla is it's really a big snowball effect. When you look at Tesla and, it might be up, let's say 5%, investors see that and then they buy in, and now it's up 6%. And then investors see that and then they buy in. And then, it's just a giant snowball effect. So, we might see an initial run up from the split news, but that really turns into a much bigger explosion, you could say, like we saw in the market today, and how Tesla ended up over 11%.
Yeah, I mean, that was just awesome to see. And really, I love how the QQQ just keeps hitting all-time highs. It just really shows how good the tech sector has been, over the past few months. But, with that being said, though, I mean, I think that still, though, the markets overall are getting, really high once again. And really, I mean, with the elections and everything coming up, I mean, I could almost see potentially a double top here, on the S&P potentially, and maybe the Dow as they, near the highs on the Dow as well. But really, I think that the S&P might double top here around, $3,400. And it's just one of those things that if we break the resistance to the upside, then we break it to the upside. But until we do that, then I'm going to bank on, it actually double topping.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we all know tech is the powerhouse. Everyone knows, stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon, Google, they are the powerhouse. NVIDIA even too. They broke past all-time highs really, really strongly today, running up ahead of earnings. But the QQQ overall, we all know they're the powerhouse. In terms of the SPY and the Dow Jones, let's keep in mind that a lot of it, like you said, comes down to just catalysts like the election and, tensions between the U.S. and China and, even COVID news. So, we could look at patterns all we want, but at the end of the day, a lot of it does come down to just like real life events like the election coming up. So there's definitely some big events coming up that can definitely or will definitely affect the market. So what other major earnings do we have for this week?
Yeah, there's some big earnings still coming up. I mean, today we had JD report. And tomorrow is going to be a pretty big day. We have Walmart, Home Depot and Kohl's all reporting before open. And really, Home Depot's just been having a great move to the upside. I know a ton of people in our Discord have been trading that one nonstop. And really, they're just going to have earnings in the morning. And really, people are really anticipating them to have great earnings. And I think it's going to be one of those things, though, to where people are kind of anticipating them to have such good earnings that I think maybe the options won't actually move as much as they should, because, the stock's been moving so much lately that I don't really see, Home Depot popping 10% plus on these earnings. But really, I think that, like people have been saying, a bunch of new home buyers have came into the market. So that's really brought, Home Depot's value up as more people have to go to the store and get stuff for the new house, and, different stuff like that, as people start to purchase more houses with the housing market the way it is right now.
Yeah, true. That's definitely a great point. The housing market is definitely doing really well as of right now. So that can definitely play a big role into why Home Depot is, doing so well too. And Walmart had a great day, like you said. JD had a great day. So we'll have to see what they do come tomorrow, because earnings are almost always a coin flip. Sometimes you can trade them off of sympathy, but overall, there's definitely a lot of volatility in for those stocks for tomorrow. So
Yeah, and then we still have Nvidia. They're
oh
still coming
yeah,
up on Wednesday after close. The Nvidia has earnings, and that was a great play that we called out today as a day trade for you guys, and that was just an insane play. It just went up. Ever since the market opened, it just flew way up. Nvidia did, and really, Nvidia has just been one of those powerhouses over the past couple of years. It's just been a V pattern straight to the upside. And that's just what you love to see out of a stock like Nvidia and AMD. Both they're kind of similar in what they do.
yeah, for sure. So now for the Discord member of the day, and today's member of the day is Z Ding. So he is always sharing great positive insight in the Discord channel, and he actually had a question for us today. He wanted to know our thoughts with Boeing and airline stocks right now. So I did a little scan on the news, and airlines don't have any major news right now. Boeing didn't have any major news right now either. But overall, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, in the short term, it seems like Boeing is kind of going negative. It looks like, they're starting to have a couple red days on the daily chart, and it looks like they're just starting to, kind of bleed off here. But really, I mean, over the longer term, it looks like they're bouncing off this trend line. It's bounced off of it 3 times so far, and it kind of bounced off of it, a couple weeks ago. And I really kind of still like Boeing to the upside, as long as, I think as long as, the COVID doesn't really halt, as long as they don't have to shut down airlines and stuff like that again. I think that Boeing, can be sustainable. But I think that if they have to start shutting down airlines once again, because, if they start shutting down more parts of the economy again and stuff like in the beginning of the pandemic, then I think that, Boeing could definitely continue back down. But I think Boeing's one of those stocks that, I think it's just a great price where it is right now for the long term. Personally, I really like it, Mike. I mean, do you like Boeing for the long term at the
I
price it's at?
Yeah, I definitely like it for the price where it's at right now. It definitely did not recover like other stocks did. Like some of these tech stocks, like Tesla, went from 400 to over 1800 from the lows in March. And Boeing obviously did not have a recovery like that, but they are up about 72% from the lows in March. So they're doing good, but they just had such a huge fall from March. But overall, I do like them for the long term. In terms of like a short-term trade, Boeing is just one of those stocks where it's so volatile, where it's really hard to give like an accurate prediction. For the next couple days, like generally, you can sneak some good day trades in there with Boeing because it is volatile intraday. But overall, for the long term, I definitely see upside on it. For the short term, you just kind of have to play it by ear each day. So, like, what about airlines?
Yeah, I think that like regular airlines overall, like AAL or like Spirit Airlines, I think that, or even Delta Airlines, I think that out of all the airlines, my favorite one, if you were going to hold one long term, I think would be Delta Airlines. That's personally my favorite one. I know, Mike, what's your favorite one?
I like LUV, which is Southwest. I mean, I
Okay,
know.
yeah, LUV, yeah. So Southwest and Delta, I think that those two are going to be the best two airline stocks to hold for the long term. I think those two have the best balance sheets out of any of them. But really, I mean, with like American Airlines, I think that that's just a type of stock that it's just one of those things that I personally wouldn't hold right now. I know Warren Buffett sold out of his position on it. And I mean, he sold out a little low and then it kind of popped up about 30%. So, he lost quite a lot of money because he sold at the wrong time. But, that stuff happens, and he's really bearish on him in the longer term rather than that 30% pop that they had right there. So that's a reason. And really, they're just trading below like some certain trend lines. And I just don't really like them too much for the long term right now. But I think that, once things start opening up again, and once we start seeing, charts with airline travel start to actually increase, then I think that, a lot more money and cash flow will be flowing back into these airlines again. And I think that their stocks will go up eventually. But until then, I mean, we could even see one of these stocks go bankrupt if things don't turn around from the way they are now.
Yeah, so Delta and Southwest definitely have better balance sheets than a company like American. So that's why we like them better for the long term. They're just safer. So now for the momentum plays for tomorrow. As you guys can probably already guess, Tesla is the main momentum play for tomorrow. Had a crazy day to the upside. What levels should we be watching?
Yeah, just really watch for it to pop above 1,846. And I think that's going to be a great number, 1846 on Tesla to the upside tomorrow. Really, with the way this thing flew today, it could fly like this tomorrow as well. I mean, I would not expect it to fly 11% tomorrow. I would probably look, more conservatively around 5% maximum. But really, a stock like this could just keep going. And really, there's just so much volume and institutions buying Tesla right now that you can just tell it open. So much volume goes into this stock. And today it was just so much buying. And it was just insane to really see what Tesla did today. And it's just going to be one of those awesome stocks to watch tomorrow at open.
For sure. So just to be clear, it's not, don't just blindly buy Tesla at open. Definitely make sure it breaks the level. If you do want to trade it, Tesla is probably the most volatile stock to trade in the stock market right now. So if you do want to trade Tesla, whether it's to the upside or the downside, you have to be extremely careful because it is probably the most volatile stock right now. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, you could be up or down 30% like within the matter of seconds of buying these options, guys. That's how volatile it is. Like, we had some members in Discord today go up like 100% on Tesla within about like 5 minutes or so.
Oh, yeah, there were multiple members for sure.
Yeah, multiple of them.
Yep. Next play, we have NEM.
NEM. I've never heard of this one before. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow. They're popping in after hours also. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to gauge for in the morning, but I would just say if it pops above 68.75.
Yep. And that one, again, we are eyeing to the upside only if it breaks the level Tom listed. With the last play, we have OSTK. So this stock absolutely popped today.
Yeah, this stock has been crazy over the past couple of years. I would just watch for it to pop above $120. But man, over the past year, this stock, I know we were talking about this earlier. This is insane, from $10 a share. I mean, even $2 a share in March, all the way up to $118 a share. I mean, guys, this one would have been the penny stock to hold if anyone was going to get any type of penny stock. That's for sure.
Right, for sure. So now for the $10 million options trade for tomorrow, we are eyeing Tesla, and we are eyeing the Tesla 1600 strike puts that expire this Friday, August 21st. There was about $10 million put into this play. And guys, before you go crazy, look at, you can short options just like you can short stocks. So I really think the smart money behind this trade is actually shorting these put options, meaning that they think Tesla is going to be above $1,600 today, or $1,600 by Friday. So guys, do not just buy these puts. It's extremely risky, but the way it looks right now, it looks that they actually shorted these 1600 strike puts, meaning that they want Tesla above $1,600 by Friday. So that's the way I am interpreting this unusual options trade. And basically what I think they're doing is they shorted these 1600 strike puts. So that way, if Tesla does fall down, they will get to buy Tesla for $1,600 per share. If Tesla keeps flying up, they are just going to get to keep the premium that they got for shorting these options. So this is an advanced strategy called cash secured puts. Pretty much, it's kind of like a win-win if you want to hold the stock for the long term. So I would consider doing a cash secured put. on Tesla. It is very risky, but that is the data for today. All right, so now for the comments from the previous episode. With the first comment, we have Dominic saying, looking at Square for this week. Is there any thoughts behind an upward trend back to highs? Thanks, guys. So, Tom, let's take a look.
Yeah, this one really looks awesome. Today, Square just flew right up. It was almost like a play like NVIDIA. And I mean, they're very similar to NVIDIA. And I know Square owns Cash App, which has been doing very well lately as well. I mean, really, I think Square could definitely continue this uptrend for the rest of the week. I mean, if not for the rest of the week, I think they could at least continue it for tomorrow.
For sure. With the next comment, we have Matt saying, love the videos, man. Could you possibly give a breakdown on JP Morgan and how far it could fall? So I'll let you cover this one.
Yeah, JP Morgan, let's go to a daily chart. Yeah, really, I mean, I think the JP Morgan might fall to like, I would say the mid range of these movements here, somewhere around, I would say like $90 to like $92. I would think that would be a good, fall for JP Morgan if they fell down to there. I don't really see JP Morgan, crashing anytime soon. I mean, they really flew down whenever the virus happened. I mean, they have not really recovered up too much yet, but really, I don't see them crashing anytime soon, really. But I would say if they kept falling, I would really look for like a resistance around maybe like 95. And then if they break 95, then go ahead and watch, $90 to $91.
Absolutely. So Whitney said, how do you find how much the market makers add in for earnings? So there are two ways. So Tom, can you go to the options chain real quick? I'm just going to show them the market maker expectation. So we could see with GLD, we're going to get this chain loaded up. You could see, you could just go to whatever expiration you want. And at the top right, so we're going to go the easy way on Thinkorswim first. You see that plus or minus, Tom, right there, where it says a 27%. Go down slightly. Down. Yep, yeah. Right there. You see it says 27.76%, and then it says plus or minus $7.38. That gives you the market maker move. So pretty much the market makers are expecting a $7.30 move to the upside or the downside for that expiration. So that's the easiest way to do it if you're on Thinkorswim. The other way to do it is if you just go down. Tom, can you go back to the same chain you were in? Same expiration. So no, it was the other one.
Oh yeah, the 28.
Yeah, 28. So what you can do is you could just add up the at the money call and the at the money put. So this is actually there's $186.50 options, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much you can add up the $186.50 call and the $186.50 put. That will give you a rough idea of where the market maker's expectation is. It's not going to be exact, but it'll give you like a great estimate. You just take whatever the current price is and you find the current options that are closest to that price. So like, for example, let's say GLD was at like 189 and the closest option was like the 190 strikes. Then you would just add up the 190 strike call and put. So for the market maker expectation, if you're on Thinkorswim, they do the math for you. You have the calculation on the top right, like we said, the $7.38. But if you're on any other broker, I'm sure they also have a calculation somewhere. But for a rough estimate, you could always just add up the at the money call and the at the money put. So hopefully that helps. So with that being said, Tom, do we have any last minute stocks, options, or any insight for the market tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, really, the big thing that I've been watching lately is GLD. I mean, this has just been insane, guys. Gold has been flying up lately. I mean, I know Warren Buffett got into Barrick Gold, which is ticker GOLD, so it's actually spelled gold. But GLD, this is a great stock for options if you want to go ahead and play some calls on this movement. I mean, you can see it just followed this great trend line today and just flew right off of it to the upside, and we're just sitting right along this 1,000 SMA. I know some guys were asking if they should sell today, and I mean, I went ahead and recommended that they sold, but if we do break the high of today, which is like 187, if we can break that tomorrow, I think the GLD could also run possibly up to 190. I mean, this has been a great move on GLD and really gold overall. And if the market starts going flat, I mean, then I would just expect, gold just to keep flying up just like it has been.
For sure. And then I know we didn't cover this, but Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade had a horrible day today. Their servers they released a new update and pretty much all Thinkorswim users weren't able to access their desktop platform. So I know there are millions of Thinkorswim users, and their desktop platform was not working. I know a lot of people are outraged by that, but it's pretty unfortunate to see that happen. A multi-billion-dollar company like TD Ameritrade. I know things happen, and it is what it is. But it's just kind of it's not the best to see a broker is.
Yeah, I know. Me and you were definitely having some problems with it this morning. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, we were trying to trade in the morning, but the platform just went out for everyone. So it kind of sucks, but it should be working by tomorrow morning. That's at least what TD Ameritrade says. So we'll hope that everything gets resolved for that.
Yeah,
But
so they really just rolled out a bad update. Is that what ended up happening?
yeah, they released something where like they rolled out an update, and then like some people got the update, and then like one of their servers crashed, blah blah blah, and then it just messed everything up, and then Thinkorswim was down all day for the desktop platform. So I know
Yeah.
you can use the mobile app and you can use the web version, but the web version kind of sucks, and their app's pretty good though. So
Yeah, I was using the mobile app all day. That did work for me.
yeah, for sure. So thank you guys so much for everyone who watched this video to the end. Tom and I really appreciate all the support through the forum of hitting that like button, commenting down below, and subscribing. It really helps grow the channel, and we're just under 25,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for everyone who's been commenting, liking, and subscribing. It really means a lot. As always, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks for watching.